Prime time talk, we the champs in the zone, east coast to west. Every throne known and shown, the box and unbiased truth in every puff piece. Pound kings, the talks never cease. Check the stats, fight stack, gloves flying fast. KOs rewinding, every punch lands last. Jabs like poetry, hooks like history. Uncover the mystery, every fight a victory. Check the stats, fight stack, gloves flying fast. KOs rewinding, every punch lands last. Jabs like poetry, hooks like history. Uncover the mystery, every fight a victory. Prime time, prime grind, every rhyme so refined. True to the sport, no bias, we shine. Fist up in the ring, our voices do sing. From 9 to 90 at night, we the boxing kings. East to west, coast to coast, prime time the most, raising every toast. Talk so smooth, flow with venom. Truth in the rhythm, no biased algorithm. Analysts breaking down round by glorious round. Unbiased coverage making the sound profound. Fighter profiles, every style compiled. Games by strategy, casuals beat beguiled. Prime time, prime grind, every rhyme so refined. True to the sport, no bias, we shine. Fist up in the ring, our voices do sing. From 9 to 90 at night, we the boxing kings. We the boxing kings.
Oh man, let's go ahead and jump on into this video, shall we? Boy, oh boy, we are very, very close to some very, very good fights coming up. And, just recently, your boys, Camron and Mace had Mike Tyson on their show. Yeah. Asked Mike Tyson all types of questions. Mike Tyson gave them all types of answers. He kicked some philosophy to him. I mean, the whole enchilada. But what stood out to me is they brought up the situation that they had with Shakur Stevenson. Yeah. And basically what it was is that Camron and Mace was saying to Mike Tyson, how do you feel about fighters getting upset with people over criticism? And he was basically not alluding to, he actually even said out of his mouth that because Shakur Stevenson pissed off with us because of how, we criticized his last performance. We said that it was boring. So he was like, hey, Shakur act like he want to fight Mace, he want to fight me. He said, shoot, I think he want to fight Stat Baby too. Crazy. Look, Shakur, my boy, I understand where he coming from. He young, he a hot young gun, and he ain't trying to take no smoke from nobody. You know what I'm saying? Far as letting somebody say something and get away with it. He gonna go right at you. So, hey, it is what it is. He probably was watching Camron and Mace. He probably liked them guys' show, and to see them do that, it probably pissed them off. So, look, man, y'all gotta put it in good context like this. It's two sides to a coin, all right? And prime time gonna get to you. So one side of the coin is Camron and Mace side. They criticized him. They did a show. They watched the joint. They, I guess, went live or did a, show on it or whatever because it was a hot topic. And regardless, to them, it's views. So if they gave them a good report, then they probably wouldn't have got that many, views. But if they were to give them a report from a place of we're here to get views, then that is what they accomplished. All right, so that's side one. Side two is that, hey, Shakur Stevenson looked at it as, hey, these are the best people for me to go at because, hey, I'm going to keep my name hot. I'm going to build up my own profile. I'm going to keep my own. Look at what he had on the back of his trunk, Twitterson. Huh? He let you know he not only a championship fighter, but he is a championship Twitter fighter as well. Because he ain't going to let nobody use his name in a way to where he ain't going to capitalize on that smoke as well. So, those are my two sides to the situation. Now, hey, you may have your own theory on how this all goes or why it's like this, but not none of the stuff I be seeing in the comments, oh, he's a track star, he's a runner, oh, yeah. But to his avail and my knowledge, he has had hand injury after hand injury. A lot of times in sparring before the fight, and he still goes in and fights. Because a lot of postponing, lose money, lose time, yada, yada, yada. So you got to give him respect because for sure that Edwin De Los Santos, he fought with one hand. Now, you got to look at it like this. Why didn't Edwin De Los Santos capitalize on it? He fought a man with one hand. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? That lets you know how good Shakur is. He beat that man with one freaking hand. That's like saying, all right, I'm going to tie one hand behind my back and I'm going to fight you. Do you understand how good you got to beat somebody with one hand? Dang. And to take that pain in that hand hurting every time you hit somebody. But you gotta do it because you gotta play the role to beat a fighter like that. That's chess. Ain't checkers. See, a lot of y'all play checkers and y'all ain't never played chess. Chess means I gotta think 10 steps ahead of this man at all times. And that's what Shakur Stevenson did to Edwin De Los Santos. You can say it was running. I can say it was chessmate. Because Edwin didn't know how to cut off the ring. First of all, that's moving side to side. Huh? It's not rocket science. But a lot of guys are good at some things, but not good at enough things to be a full-fledged, solid fighter. Now, Shakur he had the footwork, he had the hand speed, he had the angles, he had the shots. He kept Edwin De Los Santos very, very humble in that fight. Think about it. Edwin goes at everybody else he fights. Look at all his other previous fights. But with Shakur, it was hesitation there, and it won't no hesitation because he feared him. It won't no hesitation because it was his name, Shakur Stevenson. No, it was because of what he was getting hit with as well. We ain't in that ring. We ain't feeling them shots. Them shots is real. And when you get hit hard enough, you know not to just jump in no more. You know not to just, I'm gonna just run up on this joker. No. So he kept Edwin De Los Santos very, very humble. He kept him very, very humble. And, hey, it is what it is. But Mike Tyson, getting back to Mike Tyson answered their question because they asked Mike, hey, do you think it's cool for fighters to threaten, commentators and reporters and podcasters like ourselves? And he said, nah. He said, he said, yeah, sometimes it would bother me or whatever, but not enough to where I'm going to go threaten somebody. He said, because everybody is entitled to their opinion. He said, so you mean tell me you're going to go around and fight everybody that criticize you? He said, nah. He said, if you can't stand the criticism, he said, you need to get out of the game. Cold-blooded. Yeah, That was cold-blooded, y'all. Real talk. Real talk. I was like, dang. But, you know, like I said, for real, Shakur Stevenson's a young fighter still maturing, still growing as a man in a sport of boxing. Grew up as a kid in boxing. So you gotta really put it into solid context of what y'all people are talking about and what you're doing when you're trying to defame and talk down on someone. I understand your perceptions and how you feel about certain fighters and yada, yada, yada. I do. But you have to have a certain type of respect for anybody that fight at a high level like that and that dedicated their whole entire life to the sport of boxing. That right there, my friends and family, deserves respect in its own by itself. Okay? Now, where you rank them at, that's all up to you. You know what I mean? You got your top 25 in boxing. Wherever he led on your list, I would like to see it. You know what I mean? Top 25 fighters in the boxing game, in the USA game. You know, who is your top 25 right now actively fighting? So, you know, and it don't matter the weight class and all that. Just give me your top 25. So, anyway, with that being said, that's all I got for this video. You already know the routine. When you leave my house, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos here on Primetime Talk TV. And I'm on social media everywhere. Never go to the website, primetimetalktv.com, and copy some merch. All right, y'all. Peace, love. I'm out till next time.